It's Friday, July 25th, and here are our biggest business stories from the week. Big box stores are preparing to take a hit this fall as so many students plan to stay home for the coming semester. While retailers like Bed Bath & Beyond, Target, and Staples often get a back-to-school boost at the end of the summer, the college students they rely on to buy dorm furniture, gadgets, and school supplies may not come rushing back. That's because an increasing amount of universities have announced that classes will remain virtual due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Bed Bath & Beyond CEO Mark Tritton fears that the loss of college students even for one season could mean the loss of lifelong customers. Back-to-school shopping, he says, is the best way for the company to develop positive relationships with its clientele. Robocalls. We all get them, we all hate them. But T-Mobile is now thinking up creative ways to stop the telemarketing practice that sends automated calls to your phone. How will they do it? By giving out a secondary phone number to every customer, which they can use when signing up for marketing deals or giving out information online. That way, when robocalls come in, they'll be redirected to your secondary phone number. T-Mobile is also launching a Scam Shield app for reporting robocalls so they can begin a database of spam risk phone numbers. Streaming giant Netflix has promoted longtime executive Ted Sarandos to become the company's co-CEO, joining co-founder Reed Hastings. Hastings says that Sarandos has been his partner in leading the entertainment Goliath for years and is now receiving the title he deserves. Meanwhile, their Q2 report disappointed some investors, even though Netflix has been one of the pandemic's few winners. Netflix added a net of 26 million new subscribers amid global lockdowns, as the world curbed the spread of coronavirus by staying home and watching Tiger King. While Q2 revenue was above company expectations, it fell short of Wall Street speculation. Meanwhile, Instagram is about to launch a competitor to another big star of the COVID era, TikTok. Instagram's new feature, to be called Reels, will be available through the Instagram app by early August. Like TikTok, Reels will allow users to create 15-second videos with easy-to-use lip-syncing features. Reels has already launched in India, where the government has banned the Chinese-owned TikTok due to national security concerns. Earlier this month, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo warned that the Trump administration might also consider a ban on TikTok, over fears that it collects data from its users and shares it with the Chinese government. But if TikTok is banned in the States, Reels will be waiting in the wings for all those dancing teens. Trader Joe's, the national supermarket chain, has announced it will retire the tongue-in-cheek labels on its international food products. An online petition garnering over 2,000 signatures demanded that the grocery store remove packaging with names like Trader Giotto's, Trader Ming's, and Trader Jose's. Such labeling, says the petition, exoticizes the products and perpetuates a sense of otherness. A spokesperson for Trader Joe's says that the labels began as a, quote, lighthearted attempt at inclusiveness, but acknowledges that it hasn't been received that way. The packaging will be removed from shelves, she said, very soon. And finally, Twitter is cracking down on the QAnon conspiracy theory and banning accounts that promote it. The theory supposes that President Trump will soon reveal the identities of an underground cadre of deep state officials who are secretly running the United States and facilitating a high-level trafficking ring. Yes, it sounds pretty outlandish, but President Trump himself has shared tweets by QAnon supporters. In fact, Media Matters, the nonprofit that tracks misinformation online, says Trump had boosted 185 QAnon accounts by early July. Twitter has already removed 7,000 accounts related to the QAnon theory and says it will no longer serve content and accounts associated with QAnon in trends and recommendations. Twitter is among the social media platforms facing public demand to regulate the spread of hate speech and misinformation. Major corporations like Coca-Cola and Verizon continue their ad boycott of Facebook, the world's largest social network, for its lenient hate speech and misinformation policies. And those are our peak stories from the week. Thanks for listening and enjoy your weekend.